Once upon a time, in the vast rolling fields of Kansas, there was a sweet, young girl named Dorothy. She lived with her Aunt Em, Uncle Henry, and her little dog, Toto. Dorothy loved going on little adventures with Toto, but nothing could prepare her for the most magical journey of all. One day, a huge, whirling tornado swept across the plains and scooped up Dorothy's house with her and Toto inside. Round and round they spun, like clothes in a washing machine, until, suddenly, they landed with a thump in a strange and dazzling land called Oz. Dorothy opened the door, and there, in front of her, was a world bursting with the brightest colors she'd ever seen. The house had landed on the Wicked Witch of the East, and the Munchkins, who were tiny people in vibrant clothes, cheered for Dorothy. Graciously, the Good Witch of the North appeared and gifted Dorothy the sparkling ruby slippers, saying, "Remember, my dear, these slippers will protect you." Wanting to return home, Dorothy learned that the only one who could help her was the Great Wizard of Oz in the Emerald City. Encouraged and excited, she started her journey on the yellow brick road, singing to Toto along the way. As Dorothy skipped along the road that shone like gold, she met a delightful trio of friends in search of something they were missing. First was the Scarecrow, who wished for a brain to think and solve puzzles. Dorothy invited him to join her in hopes the wizard could help them. Further down, they stumbled upon the Tin Man, rusted stiff in the forest. After oiling his joints with the helpful oil can, he was able to move again. The Tin Man yearned for a heart, so he could love others. Dorothy invited him to come along as well. Finally, they encountered the Cowardly Lion, who leapt out and roared. Truth be told, he was much more afraid of them. The Cowardly Lion was in search of courage to be brave. Of course, Dorothy invited him too. Together, the four friends and Toto faced thrilling adventures and overcame tricky challenges. They battled against apple-throwing trees, crossed a rushing river, and even outsmarted the Wicked Witch of the West, who wanted the special ruby slippers. At last, they arrived at the gleaming gates of the Emerald City. Inside, the Great Wizard of Oz turned out to be a kind but ordinary man who, instead of magic, offered each friend something priceless. To the Scarecrow, he gave a diploma showing he was already smart. To the Tin Man, a heart-shaped clock proving he had plenty of love. And to the Cowardly Lion, a medal of courage, reminding him he was brave all along. When it was Dorothy's turn, she discovered that within the ruby slippers lay the power to return to Kansas. With 3 heel clicks and a gentle wish, she and Toto spun into a cozy whirlwind back to her quiet room in Kansas. Dorothy woke up to the warm smiles of Aunt Em and Uncle Henry and realized, though the land of Oz was wonderful, there truly is no place like home. With a heartfelt sigh, she held Toto close and knew she'd cherish her friends and adventures forever. And as she drifted to sleep, Dorothy knew that the magic of her journey would always be with her in her dreams. And so, my dear little one, sleep well, and may your dreams take you to magical places too.